Hi, everyone. I'm going to let some people sign on here before we get started. But as I mentioned yesterday, I am super excited to go live with Mac from Egg Whites International. And one of the biggest reasons why I'm so excited about this live is that 7 months ago, I decided to go all real food, which meant I was cutting out my protein shakes. I was cutting out my bars. I was cutting out all of the processed foods. And the reason why is because I found that as a busy mom, I was just going for protein shakes more often, convenience factor, and protein shakes have a way of curbing that craving, right? So it's like a win-win. You're in a hurry, you grab a shake, you make a shake, you blend a shake, you turn it into pudding, whatever you need to do. And it's fine in moderation. But the problem is when you're processed, when it comes in the form of shakes and bars, ends up becoming more than the real food that you're eating. And you all know that real food is always best. But in this crazy world that we're living in, where you're on the go, you're running around, you've got kids. Cassandra's here. She's got 5 kids. She knows what I'm talking about. It's convenience. It's grabbing that shake. It's grabbing that bar. And before you know it, that convenience starts to get in the way of our real food. So I had to have like a real conversation with myself and say, Gina, balance is the name of your game. And that's what you're after. And right now, this is not balanced. You're not getting the nutrition that you need from real food. You're making excuses. You're letting time and convenience get in the way of your health and just living the best life ever. So I had to have that conversation with myself, and I just committed. Just like with my challenges and anything that we do, you just have to you have to get to that point where you're ready. And then once you're ready, you have to just fully commit. And that is what I did. It was hard, I'm not going to lie, at first, because obviously it's the habit, but then you have to I was trying to find ways to still satisfy that craving and still get in like the protein that I needed. But also if I have a sweet tooth, when I would go for a shake or a fluff or a pudding, how am I now going to switch this out? Because everyone knows that we all get that little sweet tooth from time to time. So I was determined. And the best part is I got really, really creative with my recipes, and I did it. I committed for 21 days, created a real foods plan out of it, exactly what I did, created these amazing recipes that have no powders in them. And I feel the best that now I've put this on for a year-long challenge, and who knows where that's going to take me. So now bringing things full circle to this conversation we're going to have with Mac from Egg Whites International, 2 key foods that have been the game changers in helping me get off of processed foods have been liquid egg whites, which we're going to invite the owner of Egg White International on here to talk to us about those, and Greek yogurt. These 2 foods have been the game changers in my new journey towards eating all real food. So we're going to bring Mac on. We're going to talk all about egg whites. You're going to learn more about egg whites than you ever thought. And then at the end, I'm going to share with you one of my favorite recipes using both of these products. And so we'll share that at the end. So you'll want to make sure that you stick around. Mac and I are going to be doing a giveaway to one lucky winner who shares the video with somebody who may find this interesting. So you're going to win a $50 gift certificate to Egg White International and a copy of my 21-day Real Foods Challenge that comes with a bonus recipe book. All right, so I could talk forever, but before we even get into any conversation, we are going to bring on Mac. Hi, Mac.
Hi, Guy. How you doing, darling?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing really good. You're looking really good.
Wow, thanks. Mac, I'm wearing the shirt that you gave me. So one thing about Mac is he is like up here when it comes to customer service. If you ever get him on the phone, not only is he going to talk your ear off about egg whites and life, but he's going to throw in a shirt just because he's that kind of guy. So I'm wearing it. Thank you.
Let him know that's actually a hoodie, so you can pull the hood up on that as well. It's not just a shirt.
That's right. It's a hoodie. And the best part is the fun sayings. What does this one say? Cluck you, COVID-19. Oh, a good one. Well, thanks for coming on. So Mac and I go way back when I was competing. He has been at the expos. And I mean, how long have you been around, Mac? How long have you been around with Egg Whites International?
1999. So this is coming into 21 years.
So there we go. I started competing in 2003. So we ran into each other a lot. And now I'm so grateful that we've stayed in contact all these years.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I know. It's been a long time, man. Things sure change over time. That's for sure.
Right. Well, thank you so much, because as I said, I was excited about this live because I only speak from the heart and I only put out there things that I truly believe in. And your product, the egg white liquid proteins, which we'll talk about, has really helped me to kind of get off of the protein powders and to also kind of find that alternative to help me get creative. And you're going to be surprised when I share my recipe at the end of this, how we're going to take the egg whites and turn them into my favorite Craving Crusher recipes. So thank you.
You're welcome. I'm looking forward to it.
All right, so let's get right into it, Mac. I've got some questions that I want to ask. So what are pure liquid egg whites?
Well, if you recall the Rocky movie where they're drinking the eggs with the egg yolk, everybody that thinks about drinking an egg white, the first impression is a gag reflex, like, oh, that's got to be so disgusting.
Right.
Well, when we started this company 21 years ago, it was really all about bodybuilding to save them all the work of cracking and separating all these eggs. And so an average competitive athlete will crack a dozen eggs every morning and a dozen eggs every night, which it takes them, 20 minutes every time they do that. So it was a lot of work. So we had to figure out, how can we get a guy or a competitor a week's worth of egg whites in a jug without him doing all the work? And that's where the liquid egg whites came about originally. But it was more about, they were sick and tired of eating 14 dozen eggs a week. So we decided, well, what if we can turn this into a drink? And so we had to do a little bit of research. And we're the only egg white on the market solely designed to drink. You can drink other egg whites, but you kind of get what you pay for. So these are low heat. That's what
I want to mention too, because you get what you pay for. And I have a lot of people, because there's a lot of egg whites in my plans, egg white, because it's a good quality protein that you're getting all 9 essential amino acids. So you're going to see a lot of egg whites, but I have a lot of people that are not able, they find issues digesting eggs. And I want to make it very clear that not all eggs are treated the same, just like not all carbs are treated the same. So yeah, I love that you brought that up, because it is a high quality protein that Egg White International uses.
Oh yeah, we low heat pasteurize it, so it kills all the bacteria, salmonella, listeria, and E. coli, and neutralizes the avidin. When people are drinking a raw egg, avidin will block their vitamin B6 uptake, causing a biotin deficiency, which can cause things like hair loss and other issues. But then we also double filtered it through not just filtering, but through a homogenizing blast. So it's kind of like taking a cube of sugar and hitting it with a hammer. It's still sugar. It's just a million little pieces of sugar. So that makes our egg whites as smooth as water. So if you drink the egg whites out of a carton, you're drinking an egg. You drink my egg whites straight, and it's like you're drinking a very faint salt water. You just can't taste them.
Well, I think that's what's so funny, because some people have tried liquid egg whites or tried, drinking these. When you think, just thinking about that, if I knew nothing about drinking egg whites, like you said, that gag reflex, but my friends, when you drink these, I am so surprised. We're going to talk about, well, let's just jump into that question towards the end, because it brings up a really good conversation about, are they good for kids? You cannot even tell that they're egg whites, because they literally taste like water. So when we say, are they good for kids, Mac, I throw this stuff, because I'm always trying to figure out ways to pump protein in my kids' food. I know that you've done this before. I think I shared it with you, but I'll put it in with their milk. They have no idea. So they're having their cereal with protein milk, and I'm able to punch in like an extra maybe 5 to 10 grams of protein. So game changer.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, we got hooked up with an organization called the United States Feingold Organization about 15, 18 years ago. And it's an organization that helps people in general find perfect foods, because they might have a sensitive food allergy to a red dye or to a preservative or something like that. And it turns out their logo is better food, better behavior.
Mm.
And so we're the highest rated protein by this Feingold organization for children's nutrition that helps kids with ADD, ADHD, severe food allergies, night terrors, and studies in autism.
Oh, I believe
So
it.
just like you said, you can take a half a cup of egg whites, a half a cup of milk, pour it over their cereal, and they don't have a clue. There's several videos right now where there's people mixing it in their chocolate milk and their orange juice and making a mango smoothie. And all these videos are starting to go, they're getting a lot of exposure from people on the internet learning how to find a way to get protein in their kids, and the kids don't even know it.
Yeah, no, I love that. That was huge. And kids, I've tried to sneak kale and spinach into their muffins and they know it. But this was the true test. I put it in their cereal and they just ate it like nothing. I was like, yes.
That's right.
Yeah, I love that. All right. So now you talked a little bit about pasteurized egg whites. So what does that mean again?
Well, there's actually 3 ways to pasteurize an egg. One way is called a flash pasteurization, where they use a higher heat, like 165 degrees, for a short period of time. But when you cook an egg that hot, it'll denature the protein. You lose about 12% of nutrients. Just like if you cook an egg in a frying pan, you're burning off 12% of the nutrients. Then there's a peroxide pasteurization, where they throw peroxide in it and let it sit for 24 hours and evaporate. And this is to kill Salmonella, Listeria, E. coli, and neutralize the avidin. Well, we do a much more expensive process. We do what's called a low heat pasteurization, which drops all the way down from 165 to 134 degrees, but it's moving constantly through a series of tubes for 3.5 minutes. So not only does it kill the Salmonella, Listeria, E. coli, and neutralize the avidin, but it doesn't denature the proteins. You're getting more real 100% protein from the egg whites like you would a raw egg without it being a raw egg. So the blast freezing that we do right after that gives an extended shelf life of up to 6 months in your refrigerator, where if you read the cartons on a carton of egg whites, it says use within 7 to 10 days of opening. Well, the people always wonder, well, why is yours going so long without any preservatives? Because that blast freezing, we don't have to use the preservatives, because the blast freezing puts this extra bacteria in a dormant state. So it actually lasts longer, and it's better once it's been frozen right after pasteurization. And you don't get that at the grocery store.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, I probably go through this gallon and I mean, what do you, 2 weeks maybe? I mean, I'm going through this stuff pretty crazy, but here's the deal, because it's so convenient. So when I was making a shake, put the powder in there, shaking it up, blending it up is actually a whole lot more work than just doing this. And like you said before, I never would crack an egg because, well, I would crack some, but to have multiple egg whites throughout the day is a lot of work to crack. But it makes it so easy that every pump is an egg white, which I love. So makes it really, really easy. So
yeah, that's good for people that don't know what a macro is, or they don't know how to measure their protein. So that pump gives them 1 1/4 egg whites or 3 1/4 grams of protein per pump. So if they did 8 pumps, which is a typical drink, that's equivalent to 10 egg whites or 26 grams of protein with 0 fat, 0 cholesterol, 2 carbs, 120 calories. Now that 26 grams of egg white protein, because it's all natural real food, is the same as taking 40 grams of a high-end protein powder.
Yeah, that's really good information. I just got off the call with a client, and we were talking about egg whites. I was like, oh, watch my live. So I'm going to be going live with Mac from Egg White International. She's like, oh, I just can't. How do you eat so many eggs? And I'm like, are you kidding me? You can make waffles. You can drink them and put them in your almond milk and just make them that way. You can make crepes. You can make pancakes. You can create all these fun recipes, turn them into like a savory dish or a sweet dish, which I'm going to show you sweet later. But there's so many different things that you can do. So once you get creative, then you'd be surprised how quickly you can go through this. But I love what you said. It's pure 60 calories in, half a cup. So when you talk about like no fat, no carbs, I mean, it doesn't get more pure than this. So when you're looking to maintain that muscle and shift your body composition, egg whites, chicken, turkey, all those are great options, but having something that's quick and convenient like this has just been so awesome.
Yeah, my wife and I, we put 8 ounces in our iced coffee in the morning, and then we'll do 8 ounces right before we go to bed as a recovery drink. And she'll put it in almond milk, and I might put it in a margarita mix or something funny. But we go through that gallon in about 4 days. because
Wow.
it makes 16 8-ounce drinks. And if you're doing 4 8-ounce drinks a day, that's only 4 days worth of product if you're using it like that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I haven't not tried it in margarita mix, but now the wheels are spinning. Now we're talking. All right. So are they good before bedtime? Great question, because all my people know that having protein before bedtime is a great way to keep your metabolism going and to retain all that muscle that we work so hard for. So are they good before bedtime? There's
Absolutely. Absolutely. As a matter of fact, your body can only recover from your daily workout or even just simply walking when you're truly at rest. And the only time you're truly at rest is when you're actually asleep. It's called rest recovery. So by taking a cup of egg whites, and a lot of people, I tell them to do this little test. I say, look, take a cup of egg whites, mix it with chocolate milk, almond milk, margarita mix, whatever you want. Drink it right before you go to bed. So if you eat dinner at 6 o'clock and go to bed at 7 o'clock, drink it at 7 o'clock. If you go to bed at midnight, drink it at midnight. But drink it Monday night, then don't drink it Tuesday. Then drink it Wednesday night and don't drink it Thursday, just so you can pay attention to which night you actually sleep better, which morning you wake up more refreshed, you're not as lethargic, and you're not as sore from your workout the day before. If you wear a Fitbit, I tell people to wear their Fitbit to bed and watch their sleeping pattern. They're always telling me, oh man, on Monday and Wednesday, my Fitbit looks like a straight line. It's like I'm dead in my sleep. Tuesday and Thursday, it looks like a heart monitor went off. You're bouncing all over the place. So it's kind of like giving yourself an oil change or an overhaul every single night. You just need to give yourself the tools to get the job done.
Yeah, absolutely. So egg whites, or used to be shakes, are a common last meal on my plans. So this is where I'm going to share the recipe, because you're going to love this one, Mac. And for all of you that are out there that, want a quick way to satisfy craving and are trying to do more real foods, this has been one of my creations during this whole challenge and tends to be my go-to, because protein's always like the bulk and the heart of every meal on any of my plans. And I feel like should be the heart of every meal on any plan, because it really does. It satiates you. It gives you that quality protein to keep your muscles, strong and recovering, as Max said, before you go to bed. So you want to make sure you're getting in a high quality protein before bed. So you want to get in your protein. You have a craving because it's right before bed. That's when my cravings come on strong. Do you get cravings before bed, or is this like a girl thing?
No, I get cravings all the time. And sometimes my nighttime snack is a cup of egg whites with a half a cup of milk and some sugar-free Hershey syrup, and then a toasted piece of peanut butter bread.
Oh, yum. All right. So there you go. That's how you satisfy. So this is how I've been doing it, Mac. And what I love in general, like I always like to, you can go savory or you can go sweet. So maybe it's midday and you're not even thinking about something sweet. You're just thinking about savory. Then you go more omelet style, that kind of thing, some salsa. But at night, I want sweet. So I have been doing, so what is today? It's Tuesday. Tuesday, right? It is Taco Tuesday. So I'm going to share my sweet egg tacos with you. These are in the bonus recipe that you get with my Real Food Challenge. So one of the winners will get this. But this is so great. All right, I think I already did 2 pumps of egg whites here. So I'm gonna do 7. So 3, 4, 5, 6, and one more 7. All right, now I'm gonna add to these eggs, and I swear these taste just like French toast. They smell like French toast. They taste like French toast. So a little bit of cinnamon, and then your no-calorie sweetener of choice. So I use a little stevia or whatever your preferred is, monk fruit, erythritol, right in there. I'm going to mix it all up. And see, look at this. I could just eat it like that, but that's not what we're going to do. I'm going to pop these in the microwave. Or kind of watch it. So those are in the microwave. Meanwhile, I'm going to take my Greek yogurt, which has been huge in helping me with my cravings, because I'm getting that creaminess. And I'm going to add maybe about 3 ounces. So one of these is a serving of 6 ounces. So I'm going to do half of that right in here. And then I am going to add some collagen to my Greek yogurt. Collagen, good for your skin, hair, nails. And the funny thing is, The other day I was talking to Mac and I asked him if he wanted to come do this little chat with me today. And we were just got into conversation and he was like, have you noticed that your hair is growing more? And I'm like, it's funny that you said that because I have noticed, like, I feel like since going real food, there's a lot of variables here, right? I'm eating more real food. I've cut out the processed. I've noticed my skin is shining more. My hair is better. And the collagen, real food. But then Mac was like, most people notice that with the egg whites, because they're so pure and the protein level, that your hair, and I'm like, that is so funny that you just said that. So I'm no doubt that the egg whites are having a huge impact on what I'm seeing and feeling in my body, my hair, my skin, and adding another extra benefit with the collagen. So yeah. So it's so funny that you said that, Mac. I literally just looked in the mirror and was like, I feel like my hair has been coming out a lot better than normal.
Yeah, the other thing, my wife's always ragging on me because I'm always clipping my nails about every 3 days. And one of the things I noticed, and I hear from a lot of customers, that your fingernails grow a lot faster. So what's really funny is when I'm dealing with somebody in their 70s and 80s and they call me and say, oh my God, my fingernails are growing longer and my hair is thicker and my skin's smoother. It's like they feel like they found a fountain of youth because they finally learned how to eat protein.
Yeah, eating good quality protein does it for you. So yeah, I totally have noticed that, Mac. Okay, so now I've got the Greek yogurt. I added a little bit of this sweetener just because Greek yogurt by itself is a little bit, little not very sweet, little tangy. Now I'm going to add a little bit more cinnamon to this. So I'm going to get little cinnamon flavor. See how those eggs are. Yeah, they're just about perfect. And I actually kind of like them just slightly undercooked because it just, that little runniness. So they look great right here. So if I just wanted to have these just like this right here tastes like French toast. So delicious. But it's Taco Tuesday, so we're going to make tacos. So I get these. Have you seen these, Matt? I get these at Costco.
Oh, that's something new. No, I haven't seen those. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, these are egg wraps, and these are free on my plan in moderation. So this is a free food. Look at this. Is this not beautiful? It's like a crepe. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to put it on here.
So
okay.
It's thinner than a normal tortilla.
Yes, it's very, very thin. And Matt, it's literally just like an egg thin, hence the name, but it's like a little crepe. Yeah, very, very thin. So I'm going to put that here. And then, I'm going to take the eggs and I'm only going to do half because I'm going to make 2. All right, so I just put that right in there. So there's the sweet eggs. So the stevia and the cinnamon makes it taste just like French toast. Now I'm going to add this little bit of cream sauce on top. Okay, so taco or burrito, I'm going to roll it into a burrito. So it's a Taco Tuesday inspired burrito. And I'm going to roll this puppy up. And look at this. We've got ourselves a perfect little burrito. I'm going to do one more. One more of these. See how thin they are? Put it down, add the rest of those egg whites right in there. A little bit of the cream sauce. Look how easy this is. Spread it around. And then I'm just going to wrap it all up. Isn't it funny how back in the day, like when I was competing, back when bodybuilding was started, how these things didn't exist. Could you imagine if we had like more of these options? I mean, but this is where my creativity came in, Mac, when I was like, okay, I can't have that. So how can I still satisfy that craving and, stay on track with my goals? So here it is, Mac. And then check it out, guys. It is, you could eat it with your hands, but it is a little bit messy, but it's to die for. So this right here has been one of my nighttime craving crushers, nothing but real good quality protein and the extra collagen in there. So what do you think, Mac?
Well, I don't like it. I think it's total torture that I'm not in a studio environment with you where I can be eating this instead of sitting here watching you eat it. So next time I need to be in the same room when you start making this stuff.
So good. Yeah, I was pretty excited because, one of the other things when I was just going for convenience and grabbing a shake, grabbing a bar, is the thing that I love to do, which is create, kind of went out the window because I was just having this and, grabbing that shake and satisfying that craving this way. but it really kind of took me out of my box to make me get back into the kitchen and doing what I love, which is creating fun recipes now using all real foods. So thank you, Mac. You've really made my life a lot easier.
You've got me hungry now, darn it.
Well, it's lunchtime, so there you go. Keep this down. So anyways, thanks for joining us, Mac. And so let's do a giveaway. So $50 gift card to Egg White International and a free copy of my Real Foods 21-Day Challenge that comes with a yummy recipe book that comes alongside how to incorporate these fun foods into the challenge. And we'll pick a winner. What do you say, tomorrow?
Yeah, whatever you want to do. And I'll even sweeten the pot. So when they do the $50 gift card, I'll throw in a free clothing item worth an extra $20 on top of that.
I love it. Perfect. See? And then one more thing, Mac, I just want to say, thank you for, I've known you a really long time being in the industry. And, there's a lot of companies out there that come and go and promise this and don't deliver. And, you've always been somebody of integrity, somebody that really stands behind their products. And I really respect that and value that. And I have so many girls that reach out to you and they're like 20 minutes later, they're your best friend because you're just that kind of person. So, just thank you for being one of those people out there.
Oh, thank you. I really appreciate it.
All right. Well, thanks again. And you can check out their products. I put the website here. If you enter GFIT, it'll save you 15% at any time. And then we will pick a winner tomorrow. By the end of the day tomorrow, somebody please share with somebody who may want just a yummy recipe, needs to learn more about getting good quality eggs into their plan. We'll pick a winner tomorrow. So share, tag a friend, and we will do that by the end of the day tomorrow. All right, Mac, thank you so much for joining me, and we'll connect soon.
Oh, thank you so very much. I really appreciate it. You guys stay safe, and I'm now I got to go figure out how to make one of those before I can have it for lunch.
And I think it's Taco Tuesday. You know what would go really good with these tacos? Margarita.
That's exactly right.
I'm making that tonight. Okay, egg white margarita. I'm going to put it to the test.
Margarita.
Yeah, perfect day to have this live. Taco Tuesday. All right, I'll chat with you tonight.
All right, bye-bye. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Bye-bye.
All right, friends, thank you so much for joining me today. I wanted to bring him on just to share a little bit about, his products and why they're such good quality. But more than anything, also just to share a little bit about my journey into the real foods. And it was really, really, really going to be hard for me to do because, like I said, I was addicted to the convenience factor, to, just that grab and go. And I did it. Committed to 21 days to the point where I felt so great. I really noticed it in my hair, skin, and nails. I noticed less brain fog. And it's now on to a year-long challenge, and most likely could be, a lifetime of a challenge for me, or not a challenge, but a lifestyle, new way of living. So for those of you that haven't tried his products, I highly, highly recommend them. And make sure you share, tag a friend, and we will be doing our giveaway, announce the winner tomorrow. Have an incredible day, and we will connect real soon.